Breaking news. The Browns are ass.
What?
Now, but for real, we heard breaking news. Myles Garret just requested a trade, which is not super surprising because the Browns are terrible. But they're in a terrible situation right now. Like, they got Deshaun Watson they gave up 3 first-round picks for him. They're thinking he's going to be this next big thing. Then allegations come. Well, not allegations. He did that. He did it for sure. But then the allegations come, and they're wasting, like, prime years. Like, Nick Chubb was the best running back in football. He was one of the best running backs in football, and they wasted his prime. After that knee injury, he's never going to be the same. They wasted his career, which the Browns do to literally everybody that they draft. Getting drafted to the Browns is like a death sentence. Like, your career is done unless you can get out of there. The Browns low-key had a chance a couple years ago, too, when they had OBJ and Jarvis Landry and Baker Mayfield. I thought that team was going to be mad good. I used to play with them in Madden every single time. But I don't even know, like, what the Browns need to do. Maybe they need to relocate. Cleveland is just bad luck, I guess. Like, they need to get out of there. Myles Garret was a Defensive Player of the Year. Great player. I wonder where they're going to send him. People are saying the Patriots, maybe, potentially. But I honestly thought Myles Garrett's career was going to be over when he hit Mason Rudolph with the helmet. But I guess people get over things pretty fast. But that was crazy. Like, that really happened. Like, we kind of, like, brushed by that. Like, that never happened. Like, he took off his helmet and hit him with it in the head. And he's still in the league. Like, that's crazy to me. Now, like, the first thing I'm thinking is, like, what's the market for Myles Garret? Like, how much are they going to give up? And the only comparable thing that I thought of was Khalil Mack when he got traded. And they gave up 2 firsts and a third for Khalil Mack. So, I'm guessing that's the market, maybe a little bit lower, maybe a little bit higher, I don't know. The NFL trade system is a little weird to me. Like, you could get a top player for just, like, a second and a fifth or something like that. Like, in the NBA, it's so much different because, like, first-round picks are more valued than anything else. But, like, a second or third-round pick in the NFL draft is so, like, powerful. Like, you get a lot with, like, a second or third-round pick, which is, like, crazy for me to think about. Because if I was an NFL GM, the one thing I would do is just throw all my picks. Like the Rams did that one year when they won the Super Bowl. Give away all the picks. Just give it to them. Because then you get superstars on your team for second and fifth round picks. Like, I feel like that's a no-brainer. But then you kind of throw your future away. But the Rams didn't really throw their future away. Well, not yet. Because they're so good. They just made the playoffs. But, like, I don't want to call it throwing your future away. But, like, I think it's worth it. Because you win a Super Bowl. And then, I guess you build your picks back up and do the whole thing over again. But that Super Bowl was cemented in history forever. Then picks. A couple of trade suitors for Myles Garret. The Lions, even though Hutchinson just got injured last year, he should be coming back. Having them on either side of the ball would really be crazy. With that defense they already have that's that good. And they were just in the playoffs, so to add Myles Garret to a playoff team would definitely make them Super Bowl contenders. Another team that was Super Bowl contenders this year was the Commanders. So, Myles Garret with the Commanders, that defense was okay, but adding Myles Garret might change a lot of stuff around, and they might give the Eagles some real competition in the NFC East. Another mock trade that I seen was to the Bengals, but I don't see that happening. There's no way the Browns trade Myles Garret and then trade him to a team in their division at that. Like, if they're going to trade him, they're trading him far away so they don't have to play him. So they don't have to play him twice a year. Because I don't understand that. That's like some Saquon Barkley to the Eagles type stuff. Even though it wasn't a trade, but like, if you're going to let your star player go, you're not sending him somewhere where you're going to have to see him over and over and over again. So Cincinnati is probably a no-go. But yeah, that's the news for the Myles Garret trade requests. I'm going to keep y'all posted, see any other news in the sports world that we got to break down. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all later. Deuces.